Hi friends, welcome to the series Glimpses of Legal Legends of India. In the present episode, we will discuss regarding a legal legend, Pandit Motilal Gangadhar Nehru. Motilal Nehru, along with his political career, was also an excellent lawyer. And in this series and in this episode, we will discuss only the legal profession which he did in an excellent manner. He initially studied at Allahabad, then went to University of Cambridge and obtained a degree bar at law. His elder brother Nandlal was having excellent practice in Allahabad High Court. After returning from England, Motilal Nehru joined the chambers of Pandit Prithvinath at Kanpur. After 3 years, he shifted to Allahabad and suddenly an incident took place. His elder brother Nandlal expired and accordingly the entire family became dependent on Motilal, as well as he had to conduct all the cases which were being conducted by Nandlal. That was a period when there were excellent lawyers in Allahabad High Court. So, along with the European lawyers which were practicing, Motilal Nehru had to compete with several excellent Indian lawyers like Munshi Hanuman Prasad, Munshi Jwala Prasad, Pandit Bishambar Nath, Sir Surender Lal, Mr. Jogendra Nath Chaudhary, Munshi Ram Prasad, Dwarka Nath Banerjee, Babu Durga Charan Banerjee. So, in spite of having such a tough task, he still managed to make his own name in practice. He was considered one as an excellent cross-examiner. Now, this can be said that there is a case which we call as empty envelope case. A case was initiated against one Maharaja who was also a good friend of Motilal Nehru. Motilal Nehru knew that the case in which he is appearing against Maharaja, there was a particular communication which was exchanged by that Maharaja with his client, and if that communication could come to court, it would demolish the entire case of Maharaja. But unfortunately, he was not in possession of that particular communication. So, when he commenced his cross examination, every time he would take out the envelope from his pocket, asking the question to the Maharaja, put it back. He did this in such a manner that every time Maharaja got distracted when the envelope came out and went in. This led to such an extent that slowly and gradually Maharaja started fumbling, and as a consequence he started deposing exactly contrary in his cross what he has deposed in his evidence, and as a final outcome it was the Motilal Nehru's client who won the case. So, that was nothing but an empty envelope which created such amount of fear in the mind of Maharaja. Again, he appeared in one of the cases wherein it was the question of inheritance as regards a Maharaja. He was for one of the wives of Maharaja. Now, to make himself medically proper and medically having knowledge, he in fact consulted few gynecologists to understand as to what is the age when can a child be born. In fact, he understood several medical terms in that. This case lasted nearly for 30 years, and finally Mr. Motilal Nehru succeeded for his client. It is said that when he was at the peak of his practice, his charges were rupees 500 rupees per minute. That was his charges. He was also very much humorous and had good wit. Once an officer asked him in a case, "Do you think me to be a fool?" And quick came the reply of Motilal Nehru, "Of course not, but perhaps I may be mistaken." So he was very quick in his answering. He appeared in various famous cases like Tamoki Raj case, Amethi Raj case, Kayastha Pathshala case, Searchlight case, Darbhanga case. So practically he started dominating on all fronts of legal profession. He always believed in one principle, that be patient, hear out what is going on in the court, don't get excited, patiently handle your case, so that ultimately you come to know that what are the merits in your case, at the same time what are the demerits in your case which you need to successfully defend. He had a very huge lifestyle. He was the first person to have an imported car in Allahabad, and he was known for that kind of an thing. So this was this, and there are several other instances from which you can gather that he was not only a person who had excellent grip, knowledge on law, but also had command on English, and because of it he made a mark and became an excellent lawyer in Allahabad High Court. Even he travelled across India in various other courts in the matters which he was engaged. Team Hammurabi Tablet salutes him.